Good evening and welcome to Daybreak Warriors Navajo Words of the Day. In this video, I'm going to keep up with the theme of teaching you how to say common phrases, and today we're going to learn how to say my phone died. The word for died in Navajo is daz. Daz. To say in Navajo my phone died, you would say shifon shitsan daz. Shifon shitsan daz. My phone died. You can also say besh behene bejay daz. Besh behene bejay daz, which means the phone's battery died. The word daz, it died, is a good example on describing the different modes that verbs can have in Navajo. The 5 different modes that Navajo verbs can have is the imperfective, which is basically the present tense, the perfective mode, which is the past tense form, there's the repetitive form, there's the future tense, and there's the optative. So for the imperfective form, which is the present tense, if you're saying my phone is dying, you would say shifon datsa. Shifon datsa. Datsa means it is dying right now. Datsa. When you said shifon shitsan datsa, datsa means it died. It's past tense, so that's the perfective mode. Now, if you have a phone that repetitively dies on you quickly, you would say shifon ta'acha danatsa. Ta'acha means all the time or frequently. Danatsa means it frequently dies over and over. Danatsa. Now, if you wanted to use the future tense of that verb, you could say dadotsal. You would use it in a sentence like shifon do nashbejgo shitsan dadotsal. Shifon do nashbejgo shitsan dadotsal. If I don't charge my phone, it'll die. Now, the last form is the optative form. Now, sometimes you'd use the optative form when you want to use a verb to say, I wish that, or don't let something happen. So in that example, you could say, shifon do daotsal etera. It won't die on me. That's probably not the best example, but you could probably use this phrase. You were going on vacation and you were having somebody to water your plants while you were gone, or feed your cat. Then you would say, ta'aka daotsal hila. Don't let it die. Or if you were talking to a group of people and you were telling them all, don't let it die. Don't let it die. Now keep in mind that using this verb does, you don't just throw it around and you don't just say it just about anything. There are specific instances when you would use this verb. For example, you would use this word for items that have batteries. Batteries in Navajo is bejay, like its heart, but it also means batteries, bejay. So you would say, the car's battery died out on us. The car's battery died. Another time you can use this word is when you're referring to animals or plants, like shimuse dazsa, shichil dazsa. My plants died. You can also use the plural form nezna. Nezna means 10, but it also can mean they died. For example, you would say, Ketiland nezna. All the plants that I planted died. Or nezna. All the sheep died on me. If you wanted to be playful, you could tell your dog, Dasinsala janintke, play dead. Another way that we use this word is to describe eclipses, like Johona e daz, the sun died. But really, the way you really describe eclipses is ash, like one went behind the other, ash. You can technically use it for an eclipse, but you really say ash, one went behind the other when you're describing an eclipse. So another time that you may hear this phrase used is in old Navajo stories, such as when they tell the coyote story between the coyote and the skunk. Now, there's a lot of ways you can't use this phrase. For example, you can't use this phrase in a video game, such as saying that your character had died. You wouldn't say Mario died, or dasetsa, I died. I mean, you would say something more like Mario adahiko. Mario fell. Or you would say, I lost shahonezna. But you wouldn't use the phrase, I died, if you were playing a video game. Now in the Navajo Bible, it does use the word dasa when it talks about people dying, like when it says, Jesus nachadasa, Jesus died for us, or King Herod dasaro bikijin. After King Herod died, then this happened. But you really wouldn't use the phrase dasa for people, even though the Bible does do that.
Annie Barbara, it's Jackie. Jackie, I'm fine. Fine. I'm fine. I have some bad news. Dad is not with us anymore. I said Dad has passed away. He's passed away. Dad is gone. Dad's dead. He's dead. No, Dad. Dad. He's fine. He sends his love. I am not doing that again. You can't make me.
Now the point that I'm trying to make is using a word like das, you can use it for people, but in only specific scenarios, because it's a very strong word. Sometimes a person who is grieving, using a word saying das, he or she died, it can be too much. And there are other words that we can use to express that concept of a person passed away.
There's some reason that my coffee isn't here. Has she died or something?
You can't even use this phrase in a joking manner when you're saying, Dasin sansen, nant. I thought you died. Where were you? You honestly can't say that. Don't use dasa in that manner. Now, when you look up the word dasa in the dictionary made by Robert Young and William Morgan, they say you can use the phrase dasa to say, I'm really sick. And you can say that. You can technically say something like, Dekuijishi dasa ko iia. I was sick for so many days. But it's really better to say shitkado hatsida, shitkado huinada. My body didn't have energy, or shitkado yaateta. My health wasn't good. My body wasn't doing too well. Shitkado yaateta. It's better to say it that way than to use the phrase dasa, I'm dying. Now, if you look in the Robert Young and William Morgan dictionary, they will say that you can use a phrase like "tag adasetsa," meaning like I fizzled out, I didn't accomplish a task that I was doing, or you could use the phrase "tashk adasensa," what's the matter with you? You really can't use the phrase that way. Dasetsa, I died. Dasensa, you died. The person hearing it would understand it in the context of you died, I died. So even though Robert Young and William Morgan say you can use those phrases that way, I wouldn't do it. Those phrases would only refer to I died or you died. It doesn't mean anything beyond that. Now, since I had mentioned at least that you can't use the phrase dasan to say someone died, I feel like I am obligated at this point to kind of tell you ways in which you can say that somebody has passed away in a culturally sensitive way. The first way you can say it is nihitsa aden. Nihitsa, away from us, aden, they're gone. Nihitsa aden, he or she passed away. Another way you can say that someone had passed away is you would say bagal tahanditi. Bagal tahanditi. Robert Young and William Morgan have said that bagal, hagal, that refers to somebody's motor functions, their body moving around, their intellect, their mind. They also say it means it can be a mode of transportation. I personally am not familiar with that word. I don't use it a lot. I hear it more in the context of konshugal nati. This is what my work is related to. It can essentially relate to somebody's work, experiences, but Bagal dahanditi. All of that went on like a line. Bagal dahanditi. But it basically means he passed away or she passed away. Another way you can say that somebody passed away is Bizet Hazli. Bizet Hazli. Hazli meaning it happened. Bizet doesn't necessarily refer to a person's mouth. Robert Young and William Morgan have kind of reviewed this, and Hazeh means peace. They kind of thought that Bizet means like that person is at peace. Bizet Hazli, like he is now at peace. Essentially, when people say Bizet Hazli, it means that person passed away. Another way you can say a person passed away is Bekeh Ahastid. Bekeh Ahastid, it means like, Bekeh is their footprints. Ahastid means they disappeared. Bekeh Ahastid, their footprints have disappeared, which also means they passed away. People will also say Danahodilti. Danahodilti, meaning they passed away, they had a beautiful passing. On KTNN, when they refer to somebody passing away, they would say Ya Hajo Ba'adza. Ya Hajo Ba'adza, like unfortunate things happened to them. But that's another way to say they passed away. Ya Hajo Ba'adza. Some people will basically just kind of say Anadza. He or she left or they returned, or Anantaj if it's two people, or Nahaskai like if it was three or more people. But that's another way you can say it, Anadza. They left us or they passed away. Christians will say Diyin Yitlanat-aj. Diyin Yitlanat-aj. Diyin meaning God. Anat-aj meaning two people left or returned. Yith meaning with him. So Diyin Yitlanat-aj. They left or returned with the Lord. I'm not going to talk about the concepts of death. If you want to learn those cultural aspects about what death means to Navajos, I would ask your parents, your grandparents, but those cultural aspects are out of the scope of this video, and I'm not even going to get into that. Now I know I left this discussion on a somber note, so I'm going to try to liven it up by telling you a joke in Navajo. Tlaji amasanado betsuishi neshit kahoi aj. Nte chagoshi neshi na yilako bitsui abelne shamasana kojadansa amasana anijine chidishtine dade salkohani nitaj neshi na hidid lako ye. So essentially the meaning behind the joke is the phrase dansa. Dansa can mean you're dying. Dansa can also mean they're big. Now, if the granddaughter was being very specific in Navajo, Neshi Kojidansa, the pinyons are big here, then there would be no joke. Now, if you'd like to learn more jokes in Navajo, you can pick up a copy of Laughter the Navajo Way. And this book is full of different jokes, such as the one I told, that you can learn in the Navajo language. If you want to see more of the coyote stories, I encourage you to pick up a copy of Coyote Stories, and it's available on DVD, and you can find this online, and you can basically watch 5 cartoons of winter stories that we tell on the Navajo Reservation. Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you tonight. Getting back to our original phrase, if you want to say my phone died, you would say Shifon shitsa das sa besh behene shitsa das sa. The phone died. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Or as always, you can ask your parents, your grandparents, your Navajo language teacher, and they can give you more clarification on some of the content here. All right? You guys all have a nice day.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me